Please understand my reasons for not speaking today. I am participating in the Day of Silence, a national youth movement protesting the silence faced by lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people and their allies. My deliberate silence echoes that silence, which is caused by the harassment, prejudice, and discrimination to these people. I believe that ending the silence is the first step to fighting these injustices. Think about the voices you're not hearing today. As of July 2004, 7 states do not have hate crime laws at all. 20 states have hate crime laws that do not include sexual orientation, and 24 states have hate crime laws that do include sexual orientation. More than 40% of homosexuals and bisexuals report having been attacked because of their sexual orientation sometime during their life. Nearly 4 in 10 gay men and about 1 in 8 lesbians and bisexuals in the United States have been the target of violence or property crime because of their sexual orientation. Recently, Gregory Herrick, a psychology professor from the University of California, Davis, did a study on LGBTQ hate crimes. For the study, he took 662 self-identified gay men, lesbians, and bisexuals. He found that 21% of the people in the survey reported being the victim of violence or of property crime, including physical assault, sexual assault, theft, and vandalism. He also found that 49% said they had been verbally abused because of their sexual orientation, 23% reported having been threatened with violence, 12.5% reported having objects thrown at them, and 11% reported housing or job discrimination. More than a third of the gay men said they had experienced violence or property crime because of their sexual orientation, or about 3 times the proportion of lesbians and bisexuals. Gay men also reported the highest rates of harassment and verbal abuse. Gay men and lesbians reported 2 to 4 times more housing and job discrimination than bisexuals. Do you realize that when you say "that's so gay," you're putting down an entire community of people? You could beat me till I'm unconscious, or even dead for that matter. But it falls on you for being the coward to accept people that are different. If you think being gay is a choice, fine, go ahead. Think what you want to think. But it's also a choice not to harass, disrespect, or beat up someone just because they're different. So I want you to go home today. And I want you to think about how many times you've said "that's so gay." Today, yesterday, in a week, in a month, doesn't matter. Think about how many times you've said it. I also want you to think about when you see 2 girls holding hands or 2 guys holding hands. And when you feel disgusted, when you absolutely hate them, I want you to have that feeling inside of you, okay? And I just want you to think about how that feeling feels, to have that hate, to have that disgust. Now, I want you to think about one thing that makes you who you are. That one thing that you pride yourself on. And I want you to think that I was your best friend. And when you told me that one thing that you prided yourself on, I completely hated you for it. I thought you were disgusting. I thought that that one quality about you was the worst quality that somebody could have. And I never wanted to do anything with you ever again. I want you to imagine me as your mom, or your dad, or a sibling. I want you to imagine if you told them, and they kicked you out of the house. They left you on the street. They didn't want you in their family anymore. You were no longer flesh and blood. You were a piece of scum that is now just on the street. So when you take someone's one quality that makes them who they are, and you hate them for it, and then you verbally harass them about it, or physically assault them, that's how bad they feel. You would hate it if somebody took that one quality about you and completely hated you for it. And then, when you go and put someone's books on the ground, or you smack them, or you punch them in the face, kick them while they're down, that's how bad they feel. When you scream "faggot" at them, that's the worst thing you could do. Because you are giving a name, a very hateful name, to one quality about a person that all it has to do with is love. All they want to do is find somebody to love. And you call them faggot, and you punch them, and you kick them, and you don't do shit about it. You pride yourself on it. You pride yourself on bringing someone to tears, to making them want to kill themselves. So the next time you see 2 girls or 2 guys holding hands, think about how it would feel to be discriminated against for that one thing that makes you who you are. All these people in the video today are part of the LGBTQ community. They are just like you. The only thing that's different is they love someone else, someone different. They don't love the opposite sex. So what are you going to do to end the silence?